Halo teman-teman semua, selamat datang di channel Rumah Talenta. Nah, di sini banyak banget informasi atau berita yang udah kita dapat mengenai kendaraan listrik. Terutama di Indonesia ini juga sudah banyak banget ya teman-teman, bisa lihat di Jakarta juga sudah ada. Bahkan PLN pun sudah punya SPKLU atau Stasiun Pengisian Kendaraan Listrik Umum. Nah, di sini kami mendatangkan dua narasumber kita jauh-jauh dari Korea Selatan. Beliau ini merupakan CEO dari Bluewing Motors, Mr. Kim Minho. 안녕하세요, Mr. Kim.
안녕하세요. Hello, my name is Kim Minho, Bluewing Motors CEO. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay. How are you, Mr. Kim? How are you?
Fine.
Baik,
Yeah.
baik.
Today is very hot.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. In this country it's very hot.
Yeah.
Oke, dan selanjutnya kita juga mengundang Global Director dari PT Bluewing Motors, yaitu Mr. Hwanhee ya,
Yeah.
atau biasa kita sebut Mr. Jeremy. 안녕하세요, Mr. Jeremy.
안녕하세요. Hello. Just call me Jeremy, please.
Okay,
Thank you for
Jeremy.
having me. And I'm here as a Global Business Director of Bluewing Motors, and thank you for having us once again. Thank you.
How are you?
Perfect. It's lovely. Actually, it is cooler than yesterday, I
Oh,
guess.
it's cooler than yesterday because it's morning.
Yeah. It's 10:30 in the morning, so maybe it is why it is much cooler.
Nah, teman-teman, jadi PT Bluewings ini merubah dari motor-motor kita yang ada di rumah itu bisa jadi motor listrik, teman-teman. Jadi nanti teman-teman bisa siapkan motor-motor di rumah. Kalau ini udah ada di Indonesia, bisa langsung kita bawa ke Bluewings, lalu kita ubah motor-motor kita jadi motor listrik seperti itu. Nah, kita langsung aja masuk ke pertanyaan-pertanyaannya. I'm really interesting about this topic or electric vehicles, yes, maybe. Maybe you can explain a little bit about Bluewings Motor Company.
I see. Bluewing Motors is an ambitious startup that converts petrol-powered motorcycles into electric ones by changing some key component, which is the controller, and the controller is invented by Bluewing Motors. So that is our key technology.
Okay, the old engine was converted like that.
Yes, that's correct. So we convert petrol-powered motorcycles into electric ones.
Okay, so why were you interested to develop electric motor products?
Maybe the answer should come from Mr. Kim,
Okay.
but because I have heard a lot about this, maybe on behalf of him, I'm going to answer that. Before he went into this business, he has been in the battery business by establishing some intelligent street light.
Okay.
All right, so he was a kind of a battery expert. But when he went to Vietnam, and where the air pollution is quite serious, when he was just there breathing, he got some sore throat, and that's where he got the inspiration to do some business about this. So when he was back to Korea, he tried to find someone who can do this, and he finally ended up meeting Mr. Oh, who is the inventor of this controller and formerly the patent holder. So they two started to do something about this project. So for around 1 year, and after that's why at that time they made some prototype of some converted motorcycle first. After testing the converted motorcycle, they got some confidence to do their business, and that's when they started. They launched the company in 2019.
19.
Yeah.
2019.
Yes.
Starts.
So that's how Bluewing Motors started.
Okay, it's very interesting because there is problems from Vietnam.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the superior product from this product, Bluewings?
As I mentioned, technically, the controller is our key and main competitive edge, because
it looks like
yeah,
a CPU in
yeah,
computer.
yeah, that's
CPU
correct.
and ECU.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh.
Like CPU in computer, because we can improve around 30% of uh, performance of the existing electric motorcycles by just replacing with ours. So you can have 30% improvement in speed and power and distance per charging. But from the business point of view, our key point for this business is not just conversion. It is about establishing some charging stations so that we can say that we are doing some platform charging infra platform business.
Oh,
That is quite a key point of this
points.
business.
for charging.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe could you describe about the process, how their oil-fueled motor can be converted like that?
You
Yes.
see, it's quite simple. You know how the petrol powered motorcycle looks like, right?
Yes.
So you have to remove engine,
Engine.
rear wheel, and fuel tank, and muffler. So around 60% of the whole part are gone.
Oh.
And in that place, you're gonna put a battery pack and controller, which is invented by us, and rear wheel engine, so that you can have very eco-friendly converted motorcycle.
But are that apa sih?
Yeah, there must be some welding work. Yeah, we have to do some welding work as well. But by streamlining the sourcing, the supply of sourcing, so we can streamline the process of this business as well by making some modules. So yeah.
Okay. I think there are a kind of lot of electric vehicles in South Korea. Does Bluewing has already motorcycle product there or another maybe?
Yeah, sure. But in terms of electric vehicle, do you mean some cars and electric motorcycles included, right?
Yes.
But actually, in Korea, the motorcycle market is so small, and it has been shrinking for almost more than 2 decades. So we can say that Korean market is our main target. But we have many electric cars on the road in Korea.
Cars.
Yeah,
Yes.
cars.
Cars.
Hyundai has Ioniq 5, Kia has EV6, and you can see many Teslas as well. But electric motorcycles, almost no one is using it because of lack of infrastructure, and because it is too expensive, even though they are subsidized by the government. Yes.
Okay. Or in another country, do you have products at Vietnam maybe?
Yeah, but we have some prototypes in Korea
Prototypes.
as well. Yes, and we have made a deal with Incheon Port Authority, which is one of the government agencies, to provide our converted motorcycle to monitor the security of the port. So maybe we expect next month we're gonna provide the converted motorcycle to that agency. So we can say that we have built prototype around 3 or 4 years ago, and we have been working so hard, and finally we provide that kind of treasure to that agency in 1 month.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. If we talk about the cost, how it's compared between oil-fueled motor to the electric motors.
So you mean the actually the cost is always has been some issue
Yes, of
to
course.
this business, and we have been asked so many questions about the cost, and hopefully and thankfully we have some good project in Vietnam as well. So we believed we can meet the target price in Vietnam and Indonesia as well. So comparing the price of conversion with the buying some new electric motorcycle or buying some new petrol powered motorcycles, we can say that we are highly competitive in terms of price.
Okay.
Also, just adding more, we believe that we can install charging stations as well. So we actually are free from the limits of electric motorcycles caused by the battery as well.
Okay. So, what are the advantage of Bluewing's motor than the other electric motor or the other similar company?
Yeah, that's quite a good question because you can see many players. I mean, you can see many electric motorcycles
Yes,
on the
of
road,
course.
but what they have is their own system. But there you can find almost none who provides them charging stations as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
What you have to
charging.
do is maybe commute to your work and come back home and you have to charge, right? Which means
Oh,
yeah, if you go too far, it means that you can't go back if you are fully charged.
yes.
But we Bluewing Motors, we not just convert, but also provide charging stations for our customers. That can be said our super advantage.
Also, the charging station, there will be in another city. Like,
Yeah, maybe in across the city where there may be some spot that the flow of transportation may be focused, highly focused. Then we need some local knowledge from our partners so that we can choose some spots and install charging stations so that our customers can use free, not freely, but very how can I say, not freely, but with a very reasonable price.
okay.
Yes, so that they can use the electric motorcycles as they use petrol powered motorcycles.
So, how long we charge until there is full
Yeah,
battery?
around 3 hours.
Or 3 hours?
But it is not charged to the station. You can
Okay.
just swap the battery. So if you are run
Oh.
out of electricity, you can go to the charging station and pull out the battery and
Okay.
replace it with yours,
Huh?
and then put it back to the charging station. You can go. So it may take around 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Very
so
fast.
interesting.
Yeah, but charging station
Too
may
fast.
maybe it may take 3 hours for the battery to be fully charged in the charging stations.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, maybe in the process there will be some problems exist in this electric motor, especially costs. Yes, it will take quite a bit of the cost to convert the oil-filled motor. So it could be that people choose to buy a new motor instead to converting their
Yeah.
old motor.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, as I said, the price, I mean, the cost of conversion has been always the problem.
Yes.
And you know, we are working with some spin-off companies from UNS,
Oh.
right? So they also have their own technology and they have developed their own
Battery.
product. Yes, battery and
battery.
yeah, but the problem was the price. So how can we solve the price problem? By quantity.
Oh,
So we have many business and networks across the Asia, especially in Vietnam and Malaysia.
Okay.
So by making a good timing, we believe that we can order some big quantity of batteries, meaning that we can bring the cost of battery down to considerably reasonable price. If so, the cost of conversion may surely be quite competitive compared to buying a new motorcycle, whether it is electric or whether it is petrol powered. Yes.
Yes. I hope there will be many your product at here. Like, okay, if their old engine is replaced, so the old engine can be used for what?
In Korea, we have some partners who can recycle that used
To
engine.
recycle
Yeah,
the engine.
that engine can be disassembled and that can be our raw materials for reuse.
Oh, okay.
So we have our network in Korea, but we don't have that kind of network in Indonesia yet. So if we can find, luckily, that kind of partner in Indonesia, we believe the process will be the same. But if not, we believe that the ownership of engine goes to the owner of that bike.
So you have to collaborate with other companies in
Sure,
Indonesia.
sure,
Yeah.
definitely yes,
Yeah.
definitely yes.
Okay. For the level of security, how it's safe if there is in case of an accident.
Yeah, security, you mean the safety, right?
Safety,
Yeah,
yes,
it's a,
safety.
yeah. Maybe many people have read some articles about some electric motorcycles on
Yes.
fire. Yes,
Yes, yes.
I have also read some, but mostly they are from India or some
Oh.
China. Yeah, but it is maybe it is because normally that kind of unfortunate events happen because some customers try to charge much quicker than expected, which means they are trying to use some over exceedingly high voltage to charge the battery. Yeah. So, and also to improve our safety, we are working with some professionals in the field like UNS in Indonesia. And to make the battery on the market, you have to pass some certificate. You have to pass some examination governed by the government. So that's why we are trying to work with some professionals and experts in this field. And we have great partner in Indonesia, UNS. So we believe that the safety issue would be no problem.
Okay. There will be a trial, right? Trial for
Yeah, sure.
this motor.
They are doing now. Yeah.
No.
Well, actually, we have visited some laboratories and some workshops as well, but yeah, they're really great.
Oh,
they're
okay.
very serious, you mean? Yeah.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So far, this discussion is very interesting. So, why? What are the reasons that Blue Wings company enter Indonesian market?
It's quite simple. As I mentioned, the Korea has the very small and little market. Actually, we have around 50 million population, and among them, you can find around 2 million riders, and around 90% of those 2 million riders are commercial riders. I mean, they ride bikes for delivery.
It's too small.
Yeah, very
very
small,
small.
very small. But you see Vietnam and Indonesia,
In
the
Indonesia too.
Yeah.
Very market.
huge market,
Yes.
huge market. If we take these two markets, it's around 2,000 million, I mean, around 200 millions
Wow.
just in two countries. So it is no surprise that we focus on these two markets.
It's a good idea.
So by collaborating with partners in
Partners.
Indonesia and in Vietnam, as I just mentioned, by making some good timing, we believe that the quantity would be quite huge that would bring the cost down.
Maybe I could change my motor.
Yeah,
to
sure,
electric.
why not? Why not?
Good.
What do you ride? I mean, what is your model?
Matic.
Medic.
Matic motor. Matic motor.
From Yamaha or Honda?
Honda. Vario.
Honda
Vario.
Vario.
Ah,
Yeah, actually, we bought some Vario in Korea to convert.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
so we are
first model.
yeah, we are waiting some batteries to come to Korea from UNS.
Yes.
Yes. Once we get the battery, we just convert it and to make it
So
beautiful
maybe I
and
can
powerful.
be the first.
Hopefully. Hopefully, yes. You'll be the first, Ida.
Okay. For next plan, is there any expansion to entering another countries?
Yeah, we have. Normally, not normally actually. For the
Of
time being,
course.
we are focusing on Vietnam and Indonesia market.
Okay.
And after that, we are planning to move to Malaysia.
Oh,
and,
Malaysia.
and Taiwan and Thailand, some
Taiwan.
East Asia countries.
Okay. I think we discussed a lot of things about electric motor, so we can get a lot of knowledge about this topic today. Thank you, sir, for having a talk, conversation with me. Maybe you can give some message or motivation with our audience, our viewers. You can give a message, motivation, or like that.
I see. You know, it is my first time to be in Indonesia.
Yes.
Honestly, I had no chance to come here, but on the first day when I come here, I immediately fell in love with this country and with this city. So, but unfortunately, Jakarta has been ranked one of the most polluted, air
Yes, of
polluted
course.
countries in the world.
In the world.
So but we have solutions, right? So by promoting our business in Solo or Jakarta, but in Indonesia, in all the cities, we believe that Indonesia has a bluer sky, as the name of the company implies, because we are Bluewing Motors.
Yes, blue wings.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
good.
let's make it blue. Let's
make
make
it
it blue.
blue.
Yes.
Our
Make it blue
identity.
sky.
Yeah. Yeah. That blue refers to blue sky and something blue.
Do you like blue?
Yeah, make it blue.
Yeah,
Make it blue.
That's our motto and that's our catchphrase. But look at the sky. It is quite bright, but air pollution is So we want to make it better. We want to make some changes in here.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kim and Mr. Jeremy. If in Korea we say 감사합니다.
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 You know, I have learned some Indonesian phrases as well, but it is mostly the name of food. But yeah, este.
Este.
I
Do you like it?
I like it. Este.
Yeah,
Always.
super love it.
Oh my god.
Este. And actually, I have learned something more, but I just forgot because I didn't know I was on video, and it makes me so a little bit nervous. So I forgot some names, but este is still in here.
Wow. So you can take it to the Korea.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope so.
Oke, nggak terasa ya teman-teman, kita udah bahas banyak banget mengenai Bluewings Motor. Nah, teman-teman bisa nih mulai sisihkan uang-uang kalian. Kita pakai motor elektrik ya teman-teman, nggak cuman motor-motor bensin yang kita ribet tiap hari harus isi ke SPBU. Terus juga biasanya kalau di jalan-jalan tuh apa ya, plekutuk gitu. Dia terlalu banyak polusi gitu. There more pollution.
Pollution.
Yes. Nah, jadi terima kasih teman-teman sudah mengikuti kita sampai akhir. Saya tutup, sampai jumpa kembali. Thank you, Mr.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.